Hey everybody, Tom Wolf. I am really excited about the opportunity I have to share a little bit about what Beachbody coaching is all about. Let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm 55 years old. Um, I'm married. I have 3 children and 9 grandchildren. When I was 51 years old, I found myself in a place in life where I was really beat up. See, I was the kind of guy who loved sports growing up. I played football and baseball in high school. After high school, I continued playing sports. I played a lot of softball. I played in a very competitive uh, flag football league against some ex-NCAA uh, quarterbacks, and I played against some guys on Saturday, and then I watched them on TV on Sunday. And so it was really good. It was competitive, and it was just a great time. Um, I was never the best athlete on the field, but I was a guy with a lot of heart and always tried really hard, which was good and bad. I think when you play sports, having a lot of heart and giving everything you got is a really good learning experience for what life has to bring. But sometimes, being the guy that is diving headfirst into second base on a really cruddy softball field where you're going to rip all the skin off your chest, or diving for football and dislocating your shoulder because you don't have any pads on, or later on in life, I loved playing racquetball, crashing into the sidewall, trying to just get to a ball, taking an extra step, knowing I'm going to hit the wall, and just doing it anyway is not necessarily the smartest thing for your body. So I found myself pretty beat up. I found myself with horrible arthritis in my knee to the point where I couldn't play sports anymore. I got to where I couldn't really do workouts too much anymore. And eventually I got really out of shape. I was overweight. My cholesterol was over 300, and I was declared by my doctor to be pre-diabetic. And so then from there, a little bit of depression sets in because you're not doing the things you want to do and you're not really happy, not able to sleep really well at night because I'm not ever really getting out and exercising. And so I found myself one night, late at night, probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, watching TV and turning to the P90X infomercial and staring at it for an hour and just being enthralled by it. I made a commitment to myself that I was going to do this thing. And so this was, I think, December of 2011. I was 51, and I had this feeling of hopelessness, like I was never going to get any better. And I don't know if you've ever felt that, where you feel hopeless, like you're so overweight that you could never recover. You've tried all these different things and nothing has worked. And then this feeling of hopelessness sets in. And I was really fighting that. And so I decided I was going to do something about it. So January 2nd of 2012, I opened up my P90X kit that had just come in the mail. I didn't read the guide on how to do the workouts. I didn't read the nutrition guide. I didn't do anything, but I plugged in the first workout and I started going. And every day I came home from work in the middle of the day and I would do my workout. I just push play, do it, and then I'd get back to work in the afternoon. And so for 3 months I did that. And I had this sort of mental transformation along the way, because you're really reaching and stretching and getting out of your comfort zone and doing things that you wouldn't normally do, far beyond what I would ever do in a gym if I was just to go and do a workout on my own. I always stayed in my comfort zone. I did the things I knew how to do. I didn't try anything new. I didn't do new workouts. I just did just what I was comfortable with, and it was hard to get change. But I was really changing and stretching and pushing, and every day, 1 hour, come home. My real secret was I would come home and I would plug in the DVD before I changed my clothes. So then by the time I sit down, take my shoes off, I didn't have the urge, or at least I could fight the urge of not working out, because that TV started blasting the sound of the workout just sitting there waiting for me. So that was sort of the trick, just to stay in it until I had made a habit. So I did that for 3 months, which is one full round of P90X. At the end of that first 3-month round, I had only lost a whopping 5 pounds. But I mean, I didn't necessarily go into it with a weight loss goal. I knew I wasn't totally there yet. I knew I had plenty more to lose, but I had made a habit, and I had begun this mental transformation, and I had started to feel a ton better. I knew that my blood was circulating a lot better. I was sleeping better at night, and things were looking up. I was a lot happier person. And so at the end of that 3-month period, Beachbody, which is the name of the company that makes P90X, and a whole bunch of other home fitness DVDs, sent me a 1-week sample of Shakeology. I didn't know what Shakeology was. Thought it was just a protein drink. So I tried it. I liked the taste of it okay. So I ordered it, and I started over on P90X. And the first thing I noticed is the stomach aches I had all my life disappeared. No more stomach aches. And I had more energy. I started to bring more intense workouts. And then within a few weeks, I started to peel 2 or 3 pounds a week, and it just continued week after week after week. And it hit me. I kept saying to myself, wow, this is so easy. And the irony of it was, as I look back on it, there was nothing easy about the workouts. They were really hard, and they were pushing me. So that wasn't easy. But I guess what I thought was so easy was that I was already doing the workouts. And now, just by using Shakeology as one meal a day, and then my other meals were pretty much the same as what I had been eating before, I started to have this great weight loss experience, and my body started looking better. And by the time I was done with it, well, you can see the picture here. I mean, huge transformation. And I had seen the transformations that they advertised on TV, and I thought, I mean, I never really thought they were doctored or anything, but I thought, fine for them. But how about, for me, I don't know that I could do that. And I'm 51 years old, and so my results may be different, may not be the same, may not be as good. But I fell in love with the workouts. I had this mental transformation. Now I had this physical transformation. At the end of the second 3 months, I had lost 25 more pounds, so a total of 30 pounds. My cholesterol had dropped over 100 points, from over 300 to under 200, and my triglycerides were back in the normal range, and I felt amazing. And I started helping my family members. My son-in-law, Jeff Clark, I helped him. He started doing P90X, drinking Shakeology, and he lost over 85 pounds and had a huge transformation. And then I shared it with my parents, and my dad started drinking Shakeology, and he used to get sick all the time, like once a month for a week he was sick. And it was this pattern that kept going on and on and on, because he was so afraid of eating the wrong things that he basically didn't eat enough of the right things, and he was malnourishing himself. And now with Shakeology, he was starting getting all these nutrients, feeding his body, and he got really healthy. And so then I started inspiring and helping other people. And so anyway, I learned about the opportunity to become a coach and actually get paid for helping people. And I thought, yeah, I mean, I could do that. I like that idea. So I became a coach when my upline coach reached out to me and shared a little bit about what she did. Her name's Brandy Potts, and she's now one of the top coaches in the entire company. But at the time, she'd only been coaching for about 6 months. She was making about $3,000 a month, staying home with her kids, and working just a few hours a day. So I signed up to be a coach, and then about a week later, I was going to Las Vegas to visit my son who lives there, and I found out that the once a year all coach summit was in Las Vegas that weekend. And I don't know if that's God's way of telling me that this is for me or if it's just coincidence or whatever, but I mean, this whole thing has come to me in a way where I feel like this is my calling. And so I got an opportunity to learn all about Beachbody at this coach summit. There were training sessions to teach you how to share the products. There were keynote speakers that came and spoke from the heart. The CEO of the company, Carl Daikeler, spoke and shared his passion for trying to find a way to come up with solutions to help to reduce the obesity that is running so rampant in our nation. And so, I mean, it really hit me. And then Tony Horton, the creator of P90X, the celebrity trainer, shared his story. And by the time I'm done, I'm like, wow, I'm all in. And it was interesting. The keynote speaker was a guy named Seth Godin. And he spoke about something called a purple cow, and talked about all the different things that there are, all the different products in this world, and the different advertisements there are in the world, and all this stuff that just makes us numb. It all is just coming at us. And it's kind of like traveling through the countryside in Europe and seeing cows everywhere, all over this green pastures, on the hills and everywhere. And then you turn the corner and you see this purple cow standing out in the middle of the field, and you stop the car. You have to stop the car. I mean, you don't just see a purple cow every day. And that's what I saw when I saw Beachbody. This is something different. This is something unique. These are people with integrity. These are people who are genuinely reaching out to help other people. These are people who are making absolutely the best products they can make to get great results. So they make products like P90X and Insanity, which are probably the two most popular ever made. More recently, a new avenue for them is Body Beast, which is more of a bulk up program. 21 Day Fix has been the top selling program for the last 2 years. Hammer and Chisel has just come out, which is a combination of Sagi Caleb and Autumn Calabrese, the maker of 21 Day Fix, and Body Beast, who combined to create a program that's the most complex program I've ever seen. But they continue to make all of these new programs. And so I'm just amazed at how they just keep coming up with great, super high quality products. So that's what I found out about what Beachbody is as a company and what their goal is to end the trend of obesity. And so anyway, I kind of at that summit decided I'm going all in on this. And I am going to create a business out of it. I had heard advertisements for Beachbody coaches before. After the workouts, there's these little ad segments. And I thought, yeah, that's somebody else. It's not really me. But you know what? I have a passion for this, and I've helped people. And I've had this feeling of fulfillment. And I feel like that there's a message here for me, and I need to follow this. So why Beachbody as a business? And what's the difference between a traditional business and a business like Beachbody? Interesting enough, Beachbody is a network marketing company, which I found out at the Coach Summit, and I didn't even know that when I signed up. I didn't know what network marketing was. And had I known, I might not have signed up, because I had seen network marketers before. And usually when I see them, I run the other direction, because all they want you to do is sign up to sell their product. And it just seemed kind of icky to me. So what makes this different? Well, for one, we do all kinds of things to genuinely help people. And in the process, using their products, they work. But we're changing lives. And we are taking people who were like me, where they feel like there's no hope, and helping them through a process of transformation, both a mental transformation and a physical transformation. And once that happens, it changes somebody's life, and it brings it, like, their emotions are different, and their level of happiness is totally different. And so, that's what makes this different, is that we don't just go around trying to sell the latest program. We take people in, and I'll talk more about that later as to how we go about it, but we actually walk our customers through a whole program with tons of support, and share with them tons of tips and ideas and things to further enhance their experience to get results. So it's not all just product based. But I should share with you for a minute, first of all, that I am the fourth generation to run a family-owned grocery store. And we'll actually be 100 years old next year. My son-in-law works with me. He's the fifth generation. And that's really rare. But here are some of the things that I've struggled with while I've been in business. It's a traditional brick and mortar business. We're a retailer. We are subject to the elements. I have an old building. I have old equipment. I have to come up with marketing strategies. I have to hire and fire my staff, my employees. I have to manage them. I'm I'm the guy that I give them applications, I interview them, I teach them about their job and giving them all their training. And so along with that come a lot of challenges. Sometimes you feel like you're babysitting. A lot of people are there. It's a slightly better than minimum wage job for a box boy. And you're more like a babysitter than a boss, watching all the antics and the lack of motivation from some of the employees. And I've had some great employees while I have been in business. I've been doing this for over 35 years. And so, I've had the opportunity to be around hundreds of employees over that time frame. But it's challenging. I've had other issues too. I had a customer try and walk through my planner to get to the front door instead of walking around, and tripped and fell, and then sued me for it, or at least tried to sue me. And the lawyer fees are ridiculous. And the equipment that we run in the grocery store, lots of compressors to keep all the product cold. And those things break down. Some of those compressors are $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a piece, and they're all old, and you have to manage them. And so now I'm the handyman and repairman, and there are just a lot of headaches with the traditional business. Sales are up, sales are down. You got to try and figure it out, how to manage it. Just a lot of issues. Oh my goodness, we were broken into 3 times in the last couple of years, and just the cleanup alone and the lost product. And so they broke into the store, ripped open a door and ruined the door. Then they came into my office, and my office was locked, so they took a chair outside the office and threw it through the office window, and had glass scattered everywhere in my office, and broke a computer when they threw the chair through the window. And so it's like 3 days of cleaning just to get all the glass out and get reorganized and get a new computer in and get going. And it's just like, that's what I deal with. And so it's one of the things I fell in love with Beachbody. I have no employees. I have no inventory. I don't have to deal with bad checks. I don't have to deal with counterfeit money, which, some of these things we deal with, it's just ridiculous. I just don't have to deal with all of those headaches. I help people get healthy. That's what I do. And I help people to build wealth by teaching them to do what I do as a coach. And so those are the 2 main things that I do. Is I help people get healthy. I help people build wealth. And I really feel like I'm living a life of purpose. I feel like what I do makes a difference. I've helped enough people. I know the people that I've helped have this gratitude towards me for what I shared with them and how I walked them through the process and gave them the support until they had created habits. I've talked a little bit about what I do as a Beachbody coach as far as giving support, but it's deeper than that. It's hard to share your products if you're not using the products. So I am the end product of using the products. I am living proof that the products work. I am 55 years old and super healthy, and that's the lifestyle that I live now as a coach. And I wouldn't feel good about sharing exercise programs with people if I didn't do those exercise programs myself. But I wouldn't feel good about the nutritional products, drinking a superfood shake, if I didn't drink the superfood shake myself. I've been drinking it for nearly 4 years, and in that time period, I have missed less than a handful of days of drinking Shakeology because it makes me feel so good. I look forward to it every day. It tastes great, and it solves such a huge problem for me of trying to figure out how to eat all of my veggies. It's 9 servings of fruits and vegetables in every glass, and it's over 70 superfoods. You can't find that in other drinks. You just can't. So I work out and I drink a superfood shake, and I'm healthy, and I'm happier than I've ever been, and I have passion for it. So that's one of the things I do as a Beachbody coach. The other is I reach out to people who are struggling, and I invite them to join me in my journey. And some people come to me and they say, "Hey man, you look awesome. What do you do?" I want to do it. But for the most part, most people that are really struggling, people that feel this sense of hopelessness or are really down and out, they're not really reaching out for help. You need to go to them and reach out. I'm not chasing people, but I am inviting people when the time is right for them to join me. I run challenge groups. In those groups, they're online support groups. They're private groups where only the people in the groups can see what we're posting. We post motivation. We post nutrition tips. We post exercise tips. We give tons of praise when people get their habits going, when they're getting their workouts in, when they're drinking their Shakeology, when they start drinking enough water, when they start cleaning up their other meals, and we do it together. It's like we're working out together in a virtual reality. Our virtual reality is our challenge group, and that's where all the magic happens. That's what a Beachbody coach does. So, how much does it cost to be a Beachbody coach? Well, let me say this to start with. First of all, if you were to open, say, a 7-Eleven franchise, you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. Suppose a traditional franchise might cost $39,000 to start, and you'd be lucky to show a profit after the first year. So how much does it cost to become a Beachbody coach? $39. And if you buy an exercise program and a Shakeology, when you sign up to be a coach, they waive the $39 fee and they give you a discount on the products. They make it super easy to be a coach. After that, it's a whopping $15.95 a month, and they provide you with back office software to manage and run your business. So that's an awesome way to get started. It's easy to get started, and anyone can do it. The problem with it is this. They make it so easy to get started that some people don't value it for what I value it as. I value it as a $39,000 franchise, and some people value it as the $39 business, and they don't really put any skin in the game. If you don't put skin in the game, you're probably not going to be very successful. So I invest in myself. I spend time. Yes, I do work my business. It is work, but it's work that I love. And when you love your work and you're passionate about your work, you really don't feel like you're working. But the bottom line is you are working and you are putting skin in the game every day. That's what a Beachbody does. And that's how much it costs to become a Beachbody coach. Okay. So some people say that network marketing is a pyramid scheme. And when I ask people, well, what is a pyramid scheme? They have a hard time defining what it is. Now, my opinion is a pyramid scheme is something that was 20, 30 years ago where people would invest money in something that actually didn't exist, where there was no product. But everybody put money into it, and you would go out once you were in it, and you would get people to do it, and they would get people to do it. Eventually, the whole thing would crumble because there's no product. And I think that's more or less what a pyramid scheme was, and that's illegal. Past that, if you look at any traditional business with a CEO, with managers, supervisors, and employees, it is actually set up in a pyramid format with one guy at the top. There's no way the employee at the bottom is likely to ever to be that CEO up at the top. And he doesn't get paid like the CEO at the top. In a Beachbody business, when you have your own Beachbody business, you can make way more money than the guy that's above you just by working. That's all you got to do is just work and share and have passion and stick with it and put some skin in the game and go get it. It's there for you. And I know people who have made lots and lots and lots of money as a Beachbody coach. I know some people who do it and use it as a discount for their products. I know some people who do it and share it with just a few people and make a little bit of extra money. And any way you look at it, it's fun. There's nobody putting pressure on you. There are team members who will help you and guide you and give you all of the information you need to learn how to run your business. Ultimately, what we do as Beachbody coaches, what I do as a Beachbody coach, is I pay forward what happened to me. Taking people from this feeling of hopelessness from this out of shape mentality where they've already given up to a place where they are feeling amazing and have these amazing transformations, both mental and physical. I inspire them to get there. And then they, in turn, have such a great experience that they inspire people to do the same. And ultimately, when people have gone through that experience, they are anxious to go out and share and pay it forward to other people. That's what we do. That's Beachbody coaching in a nutshell. How do you make money as a Beachbody coach? Well, two ways. You make retail commissions, 25% off of all products that you sell, and you build a team of people like you who are sharing products, and you make a residual income as they work the business and as they teach people to work the business. Now, it's interesting that I've been a Beachbody coach for over 3.5 years, and my retail commissions have stayed about the same each month, or each week, I should say. I make between $50 to $200 in retail commissions. But what has changed and what does become big money is your residual income. As you build a team and your network grows underneath you and you stay in the game and stick with it, you'll find the residual income is where the real powerful money is. And ultimately, that's how you make money in this business. So what qualifies you to be a Beachbody coach? We're not experts. We don't know all the moves in all of the fitness programs, and we don't need to. We teach people that if they plug in their workouts, they follow the program, they read the guide that tells you how to do the workouts and what order to do the workouts in, and we teach them simple, basic nutrition tips using Shakeology as 1 meal a day, and to do a few other simple things to help clean up your nutrition, that you will get real results just following the program. And what really qualifies us is when we become passionate about it and we help them, we give them support, we praise them, we pat them on the back, we give them the tips, we give them motivation, we help them to create a habit. And once they have a habit and they stick with it, they start to feel better, and all these great things start happening to them. And ultimately, it's that support that qualifies us to be a Beachbody coach. Why do I love Beachbody? Well, I think, number one, the results that I got were the first thing that made me realize that this is exceptional. I had been to gyms for years and never really got results. Nothing like what I got. But then I went to the Coach Summit and was so inspired by the leaders that I wanted to be around those people. Those are the people I want to be with. I get to go to their events, to their leadership training, to Coach Summit. I get to go on vacations every year paid for by the company and be around those people. There are local events that I go to where I'm around these like-minded people who are growing businesses, who are sharing health and fitness, who are helping other people to get results. Those are the people that I want to be around. And that's why when I wake up in the morning, I'm excited, because this is what I do. And this is like a dream job for me. I feel a purpose in helping other people. I'm building wealth, and I'm living life by design. I picture the day when I'm on vacation in Hawaii. I'm on the balcony overlooking the bay and sitting there at the table drinking my Shakeology with my laptop open and helping people to get healthy and fit. And that right there is my awesome. Now, in this picture right here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but I'm right in the middle of that screen. This is from the first leadership training that I went to in Dana Point, California. This was when a program called Combat was just released, and the Les Mills group did it. They were there. We did the workout live with them. We got to talk to them, and I sat by the pool next to these people and chatted them up for a couple of hours and got super pumped up. And so I get to do that all the time. They have events often. There are leadership events I get to go to, and this is for me. That's why I love Beachbody. Next up is the team that we built. It's called Superfit Coach Squad. It's our team. It's our name. We named it. We have a whole group of people just like us who are doing the same thing, just inspiring others, helping people, motivating people to get healthy and fit. In the team, we provide all kinds of different trainings. We have documents and files that will teach people how to run the business. We create videos. I make videos. And in the videos, I share the tips on how to do what we do. We do small group trainings and keep it really intimate so that they can learn. There's also big group trainings from our uplines. The top coaches in the business do trainings with us. Our team is a place where we can dream. It's a place where we surround ourselves with people that want to be their best self. And that's one of the things that I don't get in my traditional business. I get people that need to be babysat as opposed to people that want to thrive and have drive and passion to go out and help people get healthy and fit. So what's the worst case scenario if this doesn't work out for you? Well, first of all, you got in shape. You get a 25% discount on all the products that you got, and they are amazing products. You made some new friends. You invested a whopping $40, and hey, you faced your fears. Well, if you like what I had to say, what do you do now? If you think this is for you, let's talk. We'll work it out together. I'll explain any details or any questions that you might have. We can go over them together, and I will help you to get started right with either your fitness journey or to help you to get your business started. Thank you very much. I'm Tom Wolf, and I'm helping to end the trend. Have a great day.